Kenton Leier's here, the executive chef from the Westin Ottawa. How are you, my friend?
I'm excellent.
Good to
How are
see
you?
Good to see you.
How are you?
Blinding sunshine here, so if you can ignore that, it's just coming through the window. We're going to make a nice fall soup, eh?
We are, yeah. So it's a great time of year in Ottawa. Lots of local product available, and I picked a nice simple soup which only features a few ingredients, but really nice fall ingredients. So if you're out in the market or even in the grocery stores, these are things that you're going to see. I mean, apples.
Yep.
Tons
Easy
of
to
apples
find.
around.
Local apples, yeah.
Local apples. These are Paula Reds. Just got them here in the market. Butternut squash. Squash are coming into season now.
Right.
I've got some sweet potatoes and, you know, as always.
Ginger.
Yeah, onions, ginger, and basically.
Is that cinnamon too?
And cinnamon, yeah.
Oh.
So butternut squash soup with sweet potatoes, apples, ginger gives it a little bit of a kick. We'll add a little bit of cinnamon. So we're going to get this started.
Okay,
First
what do you
thing,
do with the, okay, we're going to do the other vegetables.
yeah, actually, if you can do me a favor, we're going to start, there's a bit of butter on the end of the plate there.
Yeah, yeah.
Just throw that into this pot. I've got that heating up.
Turn that on? Oh, it's heating up now.
Yeah, I think it's should be hot. I'm just
I'm in charge of this over here. Look, look there, I've done it. Actually, to be honest with you, making a squash soup is not that difficult.
No, it's actually very simple, but it's a beautiful soup when it's done. I mean, if you take the time to, yeah, absolutely. And especially when you set it off with a little bit of sweetness from the apples.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good idea. I like that. Now, you got a big Thanksgiving feast coming up as per usual, I guess.
We do, yeah. So the big thing at the hotel this year is we're doing Thanksgiving brunch again in Daly's restaurant. And we're still taking reservations. We'd love to see people out. Lots of great fall items, turkey, with all the trimmings. So the typical.
So you don't have to work too hard at home.
You don't. No, absolutely. Bring the whole family down to Daly's because we've got the room and tons of great food.
That's really turned into a great restaurant too. People love it.
Well,
there.
Beautiful view.
Yeah.
Overlooks the canal. You know, right downtown.
No matter what the season, it looks good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I want to see what you do with the butternut squash.
Okay, so this is pretty simple. And usually what I do is I just cut it in half because you've got two kind of sections. This section has the seeds in it.
Okay.
I'll reserve that for later. I like using the neck because there's no seeds in it and I don't have to do as much work to clean it up. But
So then you kind of peel it.
Yeah, we're just going to peel it like this.
Right.
While I'm doing that, I'll get you to grate a little bit of this cinnamon.
Sure.
There's that. Just grate it right into the pot with the onions. We're going to let that cook.
How much do you want in there?
A fair amount.
Okay. This is great. This is what, a rasp? Is that a rasp?
That's a wood rasp. Yeah, it's great for grating.
Excellent stuff. The cinnamon, I never expected to see cinnamon in there.
Yeah, well, cinnamon and apples go really well together, right?
True enough.
You throw the butternut squash in.
True enough.
It's really good. It's almost like you're playing a washboard.
Yeah, thanks. It's kind of musical, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're just chopping up the squash.
Yeah, so we'll just dice this up quick.
Right.
And the great thing about this is you can just kind of roughly chop it because we're going to end up pureeing the whole thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I had breakage. My cinnamon.
Yeah, try not to get big chunks of cinnamon in there.
Well,
but
that's a little too late for that.
I'm just going to throw the squash in.
Okay. So then we're going to cook it up a little bit before you
yeah, so we're going to
puree it?
Cook it all up. We'll add, I've got some chicken stock. We're going to add that in. I'm just going to dice up some sweet potato here.
Sweet potato.
Yeah, so these are great too. And you'll find these locally this time of year.
Sweet potato are good for you too, by the way.
Well, that's another thing is at Westin, we feature something called superfoods in all the menus. And sweet potato is a superfood high in antioxidants and phytonutrients.
Yeah.
Apples are great for you. Squash, another superfood. So
and the beauty of it is all the things you're putting in this soup you can find locally right now, and
absolutely
harvest time and all that.
Absolutely.
And I know you guys are fine supporters of local farmers.
Yeah, absolutely. We use local whenever we can.
Yeah.
And,
I meant to ask you a question. Did you know we have an employee over at the Westin?
No, I didn't.
That works for us. Apparently, I've never met the guy, and I'm wondering if you have.
Who's that?
His name is Troy. And he's up on top of the building, and he holds the camera up there. Because we have a live shot. Hey, ready? You want to see it, Ken? Look.
Yeah,
Look over the monitor there. It's a shot that Troy has right now that's live from the top of the Westin Hotel. Okay? And apparently that's Troy's only function. I don't think he ever comes into the building. But he sits up there all the time and gets his beautiful shots of downtown Ottawa and surrounding area.
That's awesome.
Never met him, eh?
I haven't met him yet, no, but
Okay,
I'm going
keep an eye out, will
I'm
you?
going to make a trip up there, see if I can.
Bring him some soup.
Yeah.
It's going to be getting cold up there.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to come back. We're going to finish up our
We're going to
soup
finish.
a
We're
little
going to add
later.
some apples, a bit of stock. We'll let it simmer for about 20 minutes. We'll puree the whole thing.
Okay.
I think you got lots of cinnamon in there. You're kind of down to the nub. But it's going to be great flavor anyway.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Okay.
You may have to add an apple or two. Excellent stuff. We're at the Westin Hotel. The soup is coming up.